To be honest with you, I'm still shocked, but I'm happy. New, fresh start, meet new guys. I think the biggest thing I noticed is this team's very young. So being the oldest guy, one of the older guys in the room, you got to realize that we're here for business, here to have fun, but we're also here to win football. So being around those guys, I kind of got a little feel for them first couple of days and how we go about things here.
Sting said that you and Kamar Lassiter are pretty much the same person. Have you seen that since you met him and worked out with him?
I respect that, but I think personality probably meant that. But K3's funny. He's a funny guy. I worked out with him already. Very competitive, and he knows his drive. I think when guys come in the league and just want to be seen or just be a football player, I think he has the great attitude to be one of the best corners in the league, playing the opposite side of Stingley. So I think having me and Bullock behind him, Jimmy, he's going to come into his own even more, and we're going to see more of him.
CJ, two-part questions.
What's up?
First one, ask you what's your style of play and your mentality of the game, and have a follow-up.
Get the ball, hit hard, and I guess they talk crap. But, I mean, I'm one of the most winning safeties in football right now, so I think what I bring here is just culture that we should all technically have in us already. I always played winning football before. This team full of guys that's been in great colleges, from Bama to LSU, Florida State. We just got to continue to do what we've been doing since we were kids. At the end of the day, it's not hard. Go out there and trust each other and trust what Coach D'Amico's telling us and go win some football.
Like you said, you come from a winning background with the champs. What do you hope to inject and try to bring along with that to these guys who have been playoff team but are still trying to get that next step?
To be honest with you, just help them understand who they are and be where your feet are. I mean, the moment's not too big or too small for anybody. I mean, I think me coming from a great organization with Philly, I think coming here is just basically letting these guys know that winning is everything. We do it the right way. Everybody's happy. Everybody get to do what they need to do. The media, you guys are even happy. So I think coming here, just teaching those guys how to win and going about the ways of winning, not just winning the division, trying to win a championship, conference championship, win a Super Bowl. So when you've done that, been there, it's easy to talk about it, but you got to do it by action.
What has it been like for you personally? You reached the goal that you've been close to, and then you're on a new team. What has it been like emotionally for you and the process of buying into what they do here after everything you've gone through in a short time?
I think this was a great move for me. I think it allowed me not to get too comfortable. People understand, like, I was comfortable where I was at. It was easy. When I say easy, it was I had resources I could easily access, people I could just go talk to. I think moving here, being an older guy, I actually have to grow up. That's a funny statement, but growing up and teaching guys, like, it's more than just football. Being traded multiple times, I think people overshadow it by the things I've done in the league, but in reality, I just love playing football. I think I wouldn't be here if I didn't love football. I think I would still be in the league if I didn't love football or play with the passion I got. So I think the emotional state for me right now is cool. I mean, you can't get too much business. But I know there's other guys that depend on me when I get to the team, so I got to make sure that I'm where my feet are. And mentally, I'm doing what I need to do.
Is that what by your last statement, is that what you're going to be able to bring in helping safety like Caleb Bullock to help hone his skills going into his second year? And how dangerous do you think that safety backfield is going to be with you and him back there?
Just look at how me and Malcolm Jenkins developed when we was in New Orleans. He came in, it was like my second year from the Philly. Taught me things that I saw the game in a different way. So whether it's just waking up a little bit earlier, going upstairs, talk to coach about certain things on film, even asking questions. Like some guys, scared to ask questions. I think the more you give them confidence, because we all know there's no such thing as a dumb question, but just ask it. I think being a young guy, you're afraid of what's going to happen, or you don't want the response you want. But I think looking back how I was raised with Malcolm and Marshawn and Tyron Matthew, all those guys, I think just go out there and be yourself. You're still the same guy. So the confidence he's going to have is going to grow even larger, and it's going to be dangerous.
CJ, back to the culture you had mentioned, what you're bringing to the table in your short time here, what have you learned from at the top with D'Amico, kind of what's in place already here that you've enjoyed so far?
Championship or nothing. He ain't bring me here to win no division or no conference, so if I'm here to help win the Super Bowl, that's gonna be the the reason. But I think people know. A lot of people look at this team as like, oh, they got a lot of great pieces, but me to you, I think it's more than just a lot of great pieces. We have a great culture here, great organization. I think the more you fill this up with winners, not just me. Coach D'Amico was a winner. Runner Darby was a winner. Will was a winner. So you just fill the room up with winners. I think you're going to get what you want, and I think we're going to get it real soon.
Everywhere you've been, obviously you said you're most winning safety. Why is it that when you go to places immediately, they start to win and they start to take on that swagger that you kind of have?
Because I don't care what the outside noise think. Like, people can put on the media about the PFFs, the next-gen stats, but when you can actually go in the building and go to work and your teammates know what type of caliber player you are and you can look in the mirror and say, I own up to that mistake, like, you're going to get scored on. You're going to get ran over. You're going to get ran past. But I think why my teammates love me is because I don't let it sit on my mind. I don't let it dawn on me, because at the end of the day, the plays last, 5, 6 seconds? You got another one right after it. So for me, coming here is just installing the next play mentality. Like, I don't care what you did last play. You may call to pick this play, but next play you might get scored on. So I think having that hunger of always wanting to win, I could be losing at the littlest blocking drill in practice is going to make you mad. So I think the littlest things you got to care about. And if you don't care about it, then why are you in the league?
CJ, you got to work last year with Quinyon and Cooper out in Philadelphia. They were 2 rookies that made an impact for Philadelphia's team. What did you like seeing on the film of Kamari and Kalen and what they bring to the secondary?
Young, athletic. I think one thing that's missing is experience. One thing Cooper and Q had was veteran experience from the front to the back. This was not taken away from their talents. They had an amazing skill set. But when you give guys a vet presence, I think you feel more comfortable because you can be who you are. That's like when I got to Philly and I met Slay. Safety role took off for me because I could play it better. I think when you got guys that you can actually trust, actually can talk to, been there, seen there, done that between me, Jimmy, MJ, Sheldon. There's a lot of guys in this room that's actually been in a lot of games. So those young guys, you have to take heed to it, understand that we're not just here to play football. Ask the questions like a teacher. We soak it up, absorb it, and if we can teach you it, and you can teach us something, we can learn. You can learn from each other. Go ahead.
This is kind of a silly question. Where is the hat from? Is there a story behind it? Why are you wearing it today?
Oh, yeah. I was teammates with Mario Edwards in New Orleans. So a lot of people look at Mario like he mean. Well, he kind of mean, but I'm going, that's my dog. Yeah. I like Cam Newton.
Yeah.
Tell Cam, get at me. Yeah.
What did you think about what was your first impression on meeting the other CJ?
Stroud? First of all, people don't call me CJ. Nah, I don't allow that. It's either CD or 8. Which Metch, you got to get that up. I'm sorry, Metch. I'm sorry. I love you to death, bro, but God. He's a competitor. I say a lot of people don't understand with CJ. I met him. He cares a lot more than people think. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people look at him, he's nonchalant. Being here for the first 3 days or 2 days I've been here, he's everything you want in a quarterback. He may not be in the media like people expected from the guys I played with, but you understand this guy's a winning quarterback. He helped turn his organization around. So I think having more vet presence around him is going to help him come out his shell a little bit more, which he probably already did. Just know he's still light-skinned, so kind of got a couple of but great guy.
When did you kind of find yourself, like, were comfortable with this?
When I won the Super Bowl.
When you went to the
Won the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because people don't care.
But I mean, early on, like when you were a young player.
I ain't find myself until I won the Super Bowl. You gotta understand what I'm telling you. Like, my whole career, I know what the next guy's going through. Never won a Super Bowl. So all these guys in this building, they have the same hunger and anger about, I got to the top of the mountain. I've been there 3 times. So I found myself when I understood that it's not about me. When you win a championship, it's really not about you. Like, you have accolades, you do a lot of things, but I think one thing I took from Philly is you can't be great without the greatest of others. And I think that's how we're going to win here. You appreciate everybody for what they really can do, from the kitchen to the equipment, even to the laundry people. Like, if he put the loop the right way, that make you feel good. So I think just accepting who you are. I think that's when I found myself, accepting who I was and understanding what I could really be and affect in a positive way. Became a world champion, and that was history.